as far as the process. We've got traffic, right? We've got leads, we've got conversions, we've got sales, okay? And there is a difference between sales and conversions. And then you got the happy face here, right? Which, okay, we're still good here, okay? So these are 4 departments, just to kind of keep our focus on them. Okay, traffic, leads, conversion, sales. Okay, so we start with traffic. That's my process. Okay, my traffic is going to look like this. Okay, this is going to represent my traffic. Okay, I'm going to say to you guys this: if you want to dominate your space, get to the top at whatever you're doing, you have got to master traffic. Okay, it's one of the categories in your process for getting this. If you don't, if you leave this to be in casual, activity, or if you give it out to somebody, you don't outsource this unless you have mastered it and you know what's going on. If you can turn on the traffic, can you turn on the traffic on demand, right? Can you turn on? I'm not talking about just being able to go and buy like a solo ad. Okay, that's very shallow thinking. You're very limited, and you have like 98% of things that are set up to be, to be pushed against you in that situation, okay? But understanding traffic generation should be a must for any marketer. I don't care if you're selling marketers or computers or informational products. This right here, I've condensed 13 years of knowledge, of learning and application, over $350,000 just in test money, test budget over the years, into this blueprint right here. Traffic consists of very, very basic diagram right here. You got level 1, level 2, level 3. Forget about everything else. Everything that you will ever hear about traffic, it's going to fall into one of the 3 of these categories. How you go about it, okay, matters. So what I want to do is all of my traffic, okay, I want to create a situation that when I deploy category 1, okay, it will create a stack situation, okay? So remember, what we talked about here, I want to have this stuff going on, okay? So everything, I'm going to start with category 1 stuff, okay? I'm going to start with L1, okay, which is level 1 traffic, and I'm going to deploy first strategy, second strategy. It teaches you, okay? I don't have a lot of time right now, but it's going to I want to create a stack situation so that what I do 2 months from now or 2 weeks from now, it will be an addition, it will be a stack on top of what I've done today, okay? Let me show you the bigger picture here. What I want to do here is I want all of my traffic, right, to go to, from this area, I'm gonna need to focus on mastering my list, okay? I want to create my list. So I create my list, and I want to create a stacking situation here as well, okay? Somebody walk in here in the studio, okay. We all know what a landing page is, okay? We're all marketers here, we all understand. So this is where I capture, okay? Okay, this is my capture. So when I capture this, of course, it's going to go to my list. Okay? In my autoresponder, immediately, what I want to do is I want to put it to, okay? I want to put it to retarget. Okay, which is this box right here. If you own Internet Traffic Master, you understand the concept. Okay, this is my retargeting. Every single click is going to get retargeted. Okay, and then I'm typically selling something. So typically what happens here is whatever my sales are. Okay, so if I'm selling an informational product or somebody else's deal. Okay, typically when people opt into my capture page, okay, they want to have some kind of a result. So this capture mechanism, okay, will redirect them. This landing capture page will redirect them to whatever that money page is. Okay, so immediately but this should be talking about this. Okay, so we got this going on. Okay, and then hopefully you have this can be a money site or it can be a funnel. Okay, a funnel, or it can be a pre-frame. Okay, a pre-frame page or a bridge page. okay? A bridge page, there's different scenarios that you can set it up. Now here's what's gonna happen, okay? Both of these or all of these situations should be addressing or be centered around a particular result, okay, that our client wants, that potential customer wants. The conversion here will be very minimal, okay? Regardless if you have a bridge page or a money, if you're selling directly, okay? If you're not capturing your traffic, you're wasting money. If you're capturing your list, you're gonna capture between about 20%. If you're really, 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 really good, maybe 60%, okay? If you really know what you're doing on a capture page and all that stuff. But you're still leaving, right, between 40 and 80% of people that hit your site, those clicks are being wasted. And they're not just clicks, they're like real people, okay, that somehow responded to your ad here, and you might be leveraging other people's influence circles and all that stuff that that we talk about in Traffic Mastery here. So that's why I want to retarget everybody, so that I create a control situation here, okay? Because if I spend a lot of money or any amount of money really to getting people to my landing page, and they leave, okay, I want to make sure that I can retarget them for a fraction of that money. Whereas my competition, again, what they'll do, they'll go back and they'll try to, they don't even understand this. So that what they'll do is they'll just start all over again from scratch and continue to spend money. So whereas somebody else can spend, let's say, hypothetical example here, to acquire, let's just say, $10,000. Okay, this is a big. Let's say $1,000. Okay, most people can wrap their head around $1,000 instead of. Okay, so 1K. If I'm going to spend $1,000 to acquire, let's say, 1,000 visitors. Okay, simple math. Okay, this is like way off. These are like typically when a visitor, is going to cost you like $1. That better be a super high quality visitor. Okay, so let's say I've got 1,000 people. Okay, I spent $1,000 to acquire these people here to my landing page. Okay, with this situation here, I'm going to, build my list and maybe capture, let's say, around numbers, let's say 300. Okay, 300 of them. So what I need to do is I need to understand my numbers. Okay, I'm going to get myself a calculator, and I'm going to track a few things. Okay, I want to know how much each of my visitor, how much I'm paying to acquire a visitor here. But then also there's another metric I need to track, which is how much am I paying for lead. Okay, so in this situation, every lead is going to cost me what, right? See what I'm saying here? So I need to know that. Now, if my competition, okay, if they did this and they don't understand how to do this right here, and I do, okay, these guys tomorrow, what they'll do is they'll go back and try to get another 1,000 visitors and hypothetically pay another $1,000, okay? What I'm going to do, again, hypothetical example here, is I've invested today $1,000, I've got my list, whatever that number is, okay, that's great. But then tomorrow, I'm going to market to 700 of these people on here. I already got 700 people in my audiences here, because they're real people, they came to this page, right? If you do what I teach you inside Internet Traffic Mastery, you know how to not get robots and fake traffic. You know how to go for real people and get good quality traffic. So I know these guys are good. They just didn't opt in, right? So whereas my competition, my people that that don't understand this, tomorrow they'll spend another 1,000. For me, I already got a pre-interested list of 700, okay? And I'm going to pay a fraction, okay? I might spend, I might spend $50 tomorrow. Okay, I might spend $50 and I might add another 200 with a different angle. You see what I'm saying? Or I might add another 150. You see what I'm saying? So my cost per visitor is going way, way, way down as I stack. That's what I'm talking about, okay? This is what I'm talking about. You're stacking. So you're combining what you do here in the traffic department and then how you structure your list building capture mechanism that matters. That's working smart. Am I confusing you guys or are you with me here? What is this ITM? ITM is called Internet Traffic Mastery. You guys can go check it out. Go to programs after this live. If you're on 4%.com, go to programs, click on Internet Traffic Mastery. It's a traffic getting mastery training program that I've created. You guys can check it out. All right, Michael, what's up? Phyllis, okay, I'm with you, making sense to Phyllis. Yes? You guys, small hinges open big doors, okay? Amateurs will say, dude, I got a solo ad to buy, right? Where do I buy solo ads? Let them do that. You be and think like a 4%er. You work smart, okay? Working hard is one thing. Don't mind working hard, but dude, save your money, okay? Working smart, it's not just contracting with working hard. Working smart is about saving money in what you're doing and maximizing your results. Why? Because you can acquire and you can invest more money to acquire a customer. Okay, it's about being efficient. It's about being effective. It's about being, maximizing your results, really. You see what I'm saying? So that's the difference. 96%. Why do so many people fail? Because they cannot afford to scale. They're ignorant, man. Right? Makes sense? Awesome, awesome, makes sense. Okay? You guys owners of ITM, dude, study that thing like there is no tomorrow. Go, I promise you, if you watch it 50 times, on 51st time, you will learn something new. And you'll have another aha moment on 51st time you watch that training, okay? That should be your traffic Bible. It took me 13 years to condense everything that you need to know about traffic, literally everything, into a blueprint that I teach you, okay? Think smart, think strategy. So list building, what am I doing here? My cost per lead goes way down, my cost per visitor goes way down, and I'm stacking here, so I'm getting new people onto this deal, okay? And it's a snowball, okay? It grows, and I'm being smart about it. Now, what happens here is, what's my conversion rate on the sales? Well, typically, industry-wide, industry average is what about? Maybe 2%, okay? 2%. So of the people, and so what's going to happen here is a setup is going to look something like this, okay, which is what we see, okay. They opted in, they got added to my email list, and they get redirected straight to this page, and then about 2% of people might buy, most people will not buy. So there again, right, 98 people out of 100, they will not buy, statistically. Okay? What most people are doing is they have one thing to promote, okay? What I want to do is I want to create a stack in my capture. How do I engineer stack in the capture? Because there's a difference between capture and sales, and I'm going to explain that to you. Okay? There's a big difference. This is not for the amateurs, you guys. It's for the pros. I'm talking to you, I'm literally talking to you about ideas here that usually are reserved for $10,000 mastermind, on a yacht or something, So naturally, most people watching this, they'll not get it, unless you've been listening to me for a while, But I'll try to make sure that you understand it. Okay, I'll do my best. So I want to stack in the conversion. There is a specific way I'm going to go about stacking my conversion. Okay, working smart, assets. Remember, asset creation. Okay, I want to create assets. Okay, where are my assets here? Traffic generation, this is my asset. Knowing how to get traffic is an asset nobody can take away from you. Okay, if you have no employees tomorrow, if you outsourcing your traffic generation to somebody else, okay, it's a popular thing to do right now for, propagated by a lot of the so-called gurus and most people that are ignorant, most people that want to take the short route, right, to success, they're like, hey, dude, it's easy, I'm just going to hire somebody. Well, what if that somebody screws you over or they disappear tomorrow, right? What if you have nobody that works for you or you can hire and you need to make money? If you don't master traffic generation, you're done. You toast, period. Game over, right? Game over. So this should not be outsourced to anybody else, right? It's your asset. Your knowledge is your asset. Remember that. Your knowledge is your asset, okay? That's asset number one, okay? What else? Your capture page is an asset. If you watch, what did a couple of shows ago, by the way, we're gonna, sometime tonight, you guys, we're taking all of these 4% entrepreneur shows and all these episodes. I think we're on episode, 6 or 7 probably today, right? All of this stuff will live in the 4percent.com that you guys, if you're registered, you'll be able to access. Your landing page, we talked about on one of the previous episodes, is I'm going to do this. I always want to split test it, right? So split testing and having a winning landing page is your asset. Why? Because I want to stack, right? I want to stack. So I want to, look at again, what am I doing? Okay? I'm doing this. I'm doing this stuff. This could be my split testing, but then boom, I got a winner. Okay? Boom, right here. This is my winner. And what I did here, everything mattered. So here's my winner, my winning, converting, highly converting landing page. You know, all these landing page converted at 20%, whatever. I'm like, you know, disappointed. I'm frustrated. And then boom, I got a winner. I'm getting at 60% conversions. Okay, that right here becomes your asset. So I keep it, right? I keep it and I stack it. So it goes into that metaphorical file. Yes? Have to have and master traffic. Adrelita, yes. Okay, great. My email. Okay, some of you guys are talking about. Okay, so if you guys have questions, I want to be. Maybe we'll have some time for Q&A. Okay, so here's what I want to do. Okay, I want to identify my assets, man. Now, how do I solve this right here? Well, I solve this by building everything, okay, around or in a way that will. Again, I decided to work smart, okay? Again, remember this. I say it, I think, on every show. You don't have a business, you are a business, okay? So here's what I'm going to do. I want to stack and prepare myself for sales, and I want to have multiple sales going on, okay? Let me explain to you. So what I want to do here is I want to have, and we've been talking, I'm going to erase this, man. I want to erase this because I want to show this to you. Okay, I have this list that's compiling, that's building, and again, I'm stacking my activity, I'm stacking my list. By the way, what's another asset here for you? You know, you got knowledge for traffic, you've got connections for traffic in the traffic world. That's another asset. Okay, so knowledge, connections, collaborations with, you know, with traffic providers, with network owners, and you will get to the point where you'll be able to call a network. For example, when you're ready to scale your traffic, like I'm teaching you inside Inner Traffic Mastery. Dude, having a connection to be able to call a CPA network and talk to the owner of the CPA network or maybe your account manager and having a great relationship with them and say, hey, here's my offer, here's what I'm promoting, I want to scale this thing, here's my budget, here's what I want to do, here's what I want to be at. Boom, if you have that connection, it's an asset, okay? It's an asset. Amateurs will never have that, okay? So building your assets that you can later average. Here's why that's important. When I go to like a CPA network, for example, right, and I have a winning landing page, I only go there after I have tested my level 1, okay? Scaling would be level 2, and I would go to like a CPA. But with level 1, I would identify my winner for my landing page that's converting high, okay, for whatever I'm promoting here. So I'm maximizing my result here. And then I expand it, and I go to like a CPA network, and I say, hey, here is a landing page, already a winner, okay? Here is what I want to promote, okay? Give me a list of your top performers on your network that would fit for what I have to promote. That would be a good fit for me. So by you creating this relationship, and some, you know, again, what you're doing here is, man, you're doing that hard work that most amateurs don't want to do, that sets you up for that big hockey stick growth, okay, later on. And then everybody else will be watching and looking at you, be like, oh, he got lucky, she got lucky, oh, she must be special, he's got, I can never be like that. It's not because you got lucky, it's because you were smart where everybody else were goofing around. Okay? Okay, list building, architecting. Okay, now here's what I want to do, man. I want to, this is where I was going with that previous train of thought. Another asset is going to be your autoresponder, okay? An autoresponder would be your asset. If you guys are taking notes, I just don't have a lot of time to write this down. Like having an autoresponder, a good delivery, autoresponder. Like right now, you guys, I'm telling you, right now, I'm testing out and I'm split testing right now in my business today. As a matter of fact, I've got a brand new autoresponder that I'm going to be testing against my current one. We have an account with Maripost, great company, love them and everything. But I want to know, like, everything changes, right? I want to know what's out there. delivery rates, and I know, we know, just like I want to split test my landing pages, okay, I want to know what's good out there in the world when it comes to autoresponders, okay? And so the best way to find out is split test it, okay? Split test it. So that's what we're doing. Why? Because it's an asset. Every point, okay, every decimal point, every percentage point matters. Again, everything matters in your business, because that stuff will determine how many people will have your emails, okay? So here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a situation to where, okay, I'm going to do something that most people are not doing. And even the people that I speak with, even some of my buddies in the industry, okay, I'm like, dude, you guys are missing out, dude, because you're depending on something to feed you every day. If you're working anyways, and if you're putting the time and energy and money and doing this concept anyways, and you're getting peanuts over here, why don't you start building you and create an asset, okay, a stack, okay, in conversions category? How do you engineer high conversions? You engineer high conversions by being smart and getting your butt to work, all right? Which most people don't want to do. They don't want to do either or, okay? They just want to hustle, okay? How do I engineer conversions? I engineer conversions by, again, thinking, how can I work smart? You can work smart. Check it out. In the real world, okay? If I have a good-looking home and I'm prudent, okay? I think that's the word, right? A prudent person, somebody who doesn't mind working, somebody who thrives or kind of tries, every single day tries to improve themselves, right? Every single day they're trying to, to become better, to have more, to build, right? And so it's being that prudent type, having that prudent mindset, okay? So these people typically they live in good neighborhoods, they have beautiful homes, okay? And these people have great friends, and other people want to be around them. It's just good to be around them, right? They have a nice looking home. Look, why do people think differently about business? Okay, most people think, well, if I can, how do you think your life would be if you needed to sleep on somebody's couch every single night? Like if you did not have your home in the real world, okay? And I had to go to somebody and rely on somebody and depend on somebody to provide me a couch to sleep on every night. In other words, I don't have a home. In other words, I'm homeless. Okay, and there's layers and there's different variations of being homeless, right? If you got friends who can say, hey, dude, just plug into my thing and here promote this thing and make some money, you're like, yay, AKA I'm gonna sleep on your couch for a day or two or a month, right? But then that dude is like, hey, dude, I'm selling my home or I'm no longer around. Hey, I'm out of here, bye-bye. And you're like, oh man, it's winter time and I don't have another buddy to sleep on their couch, so what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go to the library and try, or like a homeless shelter, you understand what I'm saying? Or somebody, other people go under a bridge or something like that. Look, in business, it's the same thing. So what I wanna do is I wanna engineer high conversions. I wanna create my home, okay? All right, I wanna create my home. I wanna build my home. I wanna tell you why this is important. You guys, I'm doing this, have been doing this ever since I've discovered this concept, okay, over a decade ago. Always have, always preach about this. People that listen, dude, they go and they prosper. People that don't, they're going like this. Circles and circles and circles and circles, okay? You see what I'm saying? You do not want to be homeless on the internet, especially if you're on the internet. You do not want to be homeless, okay? Here's why this is important for me. If I have a home and I've got these audiences that I'm building here, I'm gonna do what the amateurs are doing anyways, okay? That's good. You get your 2% conversions, all that stuff is good. You're building your audiences. Amateur will continue to hammer. Bam, buy, buy, buy. This is the coolest thing. You need it, buy, 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 buy. And guess what? They're killing their list. They're killing their one of the biggest assets in business. They're killing it. Okay? Open rates might go from 30% or 40% down to 10% and then 5% and then 2% and then heck, nobody even wants to open their emails because it's always about this one thing because that's the only thing they've got. Okay? And they're killing their asset. They're working so hard over here to build this asset and then they're killing it, man. Don't listen to anybody who tells you to hammer your email 50 times a day. Okay? If you want to do that, there are ways to do that smart. For example, list segmentation. Okay, you can do that. So if you send out an email, off topic here, but I'll give you this since I'm on this thought, train of thought. So if I send out an email to 10,000 people, okay, and tomorrow I'm going to take a look at how many of those 10,000 people opened an email. All right. So tomorrow what I can do is I can say, everybody that opened that email that I sent out, exclude them from today's broadcast. And so now I'm communicating with let's say 9,000 people or something like that, right? If my open rate was like 10%. Or 8,000 people if my open rate was 20%. So then I have a group of people that didn't see that. So that's another conversation. But what I want to do ultimately is I want to engineer high conversion situation, okay? So I want to have in my conversion category, right? I want to do this. I want to stack. And so here's how I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that by creating myself and building myself a home, okay? My home is going to be about me. So this is who I am, and you want to keep yourself in a category, okay? Identify the vehicle, the company, the products, right? Products can be different, company can be one or two or several, but the industry usually, if you play in a particular industry, so what you do is you create a situation to where you categorize yourself, okay? What are you all about? Okay, if nobody knows what you're all about, and if you're just trying to make a buck, you can probably make a buck, but you will never last, right? You'll never last. But since you're doing the work anyways, and you're getting here anyways, you might as well add this, right, and work smart so that you can increase it. So here's what I'm going to talk about. Okay, so here's what I can do here. I create my home that's resembling and talking about me being in a particular category or a particular genre, right? A particular industry. Internet marketing for me might be a good thing, right? So because I'm an internet marketer, I'm serving this community. That would include affiliate marketing, that would include information marketing, right? Perhaps network marketing could be a separate category because like a different industry. A lot of people have different mindset about that, okay? Somebody who is in just different industries, consulting, right, could be a different. So consulting is different from network marketers. Like network marketing and consulting, they're two different things. You don't commingle those together, right? But you identify what you want to be known for. You can create departments within your thing, which is a little bit more advanced. But I think initially, whatever that star is, okay, for people that you're attracting here through your landing page, your home should resemble that as well, okay? So there should be connection. You got audiences to message, to market, and you got the matching thing going on, right? So there's a good match to what you are. Now, what I can do is this. In my home, okay, this is going to allow me to do this, okay? So if you do this properly, which is another thing, okay, I teach this inside my the $1 Million Conversion Model, which is right here. Again, 13 years of being in the industry, trying different things. And this right here, you guys, as simple as this looks, okay, as simple as this looks, is responsible for generating tens of millions of dollars, okay? Now, here is what this situation will allow me to do, okay? Now, I will separate myself from all my other competitors, just like I did here, okay, by being smart. I want to remove myself because if somebody didn't resonate with this particular message, do you think that me hammering them 20 times with the identical message will make them change their mind? Okay? No. If the message did not resonate, they still want the result. I understand that. Okay? I can talk about other things related to the result that they want because they don't want your product. They don't care about the product. They just want that. Okay? So I got to know that. And so through my home, okay, communicating, and this allows me to build relationship, okay, trust, okay, and brand. Okay? Through that process, I can tell you from experience, you guys, okay? Whereas I'm over here, I'm getting about 2% conversions, like amateurs are doing. Through this process, okay, it gets me a bump, okay, 15% to 40%, okay? Let me see what I have in my, well, on my blueprint, because I actually pulled up actual numbers when I was putting this together. I took statistical data across everything that I've done, all the promotions, everything. We got 15 to 25% here, okay? So I guess I can be congruent and stick with it. But, you know, it's been, I guess we can stick with averages, okay? 15 to 45%, or 25% rather, excuse me, okay? Bump. So again, what am I doing here is I'm creating my asset, okay? But this is just the beginning of the coolness, okay? The same product, I can be selling same product, talking through different things, building all these things here, right? Which is also an asset, and an emotional connection is an asset as well, okay? I don't have a business, I am a business, okay? Most people think this is their business. No, this is my business right here. This just happens to be one of the things that I can offer to my market, okay, through my service. But more importantly, this allows me to create a situation where I have this, okay? For example, we talk about multiple streams of income and all that good stuff, right? We talked about the bucket concept, okay? If this is your bucket and you want to fill it up with sales, you know, and if you're selling other people's programs, those sales could be looked at as metaphorical rocks in the bucket, right? I'm going to throw a rock over here, a big rock over here, a little rock, smaller rock, bigger rock, all that good stuff, right? So I'm going to fill up this bucket with different size rocks, representing different size commissions and different sales that I can generate, okay? The only way I can sustain this and consistently generate this, you guys getting this? Okay, you understand this? The only way that I can consistently, okay, generate this and create this situation is through my home, okay? Through my home, consistently, long term. I'm not talking about, you know, being a flash in the pan type success. I'm talking about long term, okay? Unique selling point. We're still here. You guys still here with me? Yes. Send it. I see. Okay. Da-da-da-da. It looks like this. Looks like the. It looks like the whiteboard. You've done this before. I've done this before. This is the core of like, if you people that, you know, people that want to go from 10,000 to 100,000, from 100,000 to $1 million, it's going to revolve. Their scaling is going to revolve around this model right here, okay? Which is the core of, it's like, dude, it's a blueprint, man. That's, you know, so products can change, companies can change, commission structure can change, but this is my control center, man, okay? Now, what I'm gonna do, okay, is this. All right, if I talk about this product, and for whatever reason people did not resonate with this product, and if I'm in the industry, okay, whatever that industry is, okay, similar industry, okay, I might recommend other companies or other products. But again, what am I doing here? Okay, for my conversion, okay, I'm creating a stack. Okay, I'm creating a stack. So, but what I need to do is this. I need every piece of communication, write this down, okay? Every piece of communication, ultimately, that's what I want. Every piece of communication, starting with my ad, if I can, okay? Sometimes it's not possible to do this in the ad, depending on which, you know, which traffic strategies that you're deploying, okay? Starting with the ad over here and down to, especially through my home here, okay? I want every single ad, every single piece of communication to be value-centric ad, or value-centric piece of communication, or value-centric contact, okay? Value-centric touch. You see what I'm saying? If you do that, you're creating a stack, okay? A piece of value, a piece of value, a piece of value, a sale, okay? Piece of value, piece of value. Naturally, people will want to do business with you. What is this? This Mac can connect to iCloud. Okay, later. Okay, guys, just wait till the things are set up. Okay, so you guys are talking about promoting products here, all right? If you're in the 4%, if you're registered with 4%, we're gonna meet up like in a Facebook group later tonight, and we'll have our, you know, insiders hang out there. Okay, talking about our stuff. Here's what I want to create here, okay? These different size rugs here, it can represent multiple companies, okay? So if my people, okay, if I'm creating this, right? Again, we talked about this. I can be surveying them. I can be delivering value to them. If they don't resonate with one thing, I can have another thing, okay, that potentially can get them that result that they initially opted in for, keeping them congruent, okay? And I can do this. This is where I create a situation to where I don't rely on companies, okay? I don't rely on anything that's one. I don't rely on anything. I don't have to sleep on somebody else's couch. In fact, I invite people to my home, okay? And so what you do, okay, what you do is you go to, I'm just gonna put it here, okay? You go to, all right? You go to step number 5 in our 5 steps of working smart, okay? And you focus on 4%. You focus on 4% of the activities, okay? What are the 4% of the activities that I need to focus on? Once I understand the setup, once I do that, okay, most people, they're just grinding, they're just, working like crazy, nothing to show for, okay? You still work like crazy, but you're building up towards the future, right? You're building up towards something in very, very near future that will give you this hockey stick growth in your business. Here are the 3 things, the only 3 things that you need to focus on, okay? I'll just keep it simple for you. The only 3 things, when you focus on 4% of the activities, eliminate 96% of the garbage you don't need to focus on, okay? Let the amateurs focus on that. Number 1 is you focus on mastering traffic. Okay? I we can just probably say just traffic generation. That's your activity. Okay? Traffic gen. That's your irreplaceable, unarguable, if that's even a word, okay? Activity. That will be in the 4% category. You've got to be focusing on generating traffic every single day. That's one of your core 4% activities, okay? Number 2, what do you do, okay, is you focus on build and maintain your home, okay? Have you guys heard a saying, you don't want to work in your business, you want to work on your business? And there's a difference between working in your business versus working on your business, okay? If I'm going to work anyways, right? You can work for somebody else doing this kind of stuff, and that's where your business ends, and getting peanuts at the end, okay? Hopefully they convert, hopefully they, maybe they don't, maybe they do, who knows, you have no control. If I'm putting the work anyways, I better focus on building my home because I'm stacking my conversions. I'm stacking my sales, okay? And this, by the way, in that sales category, again, what happens here is I'm stacking my sales, okay? This is where I can recommend. If I talk about, I can review programs, I can review products, heck, I can review whatever your department is, okay? And when I do that, when I'm talking about a particular thing, dude, I can recommend a little autoresponder, and I can earn a little $10 commissions here, okay? Because I've got an audience anyways, they're in my home, we're drinking tea. So my focus should be, I've got to build. If you don't have it, you got to build it, okay? Otherwise, you're homeless. It's just the truth, okay?